Appears like each time you pivot, you're finding out about yet another terrible conceal on the part of the liberals. Which is the reason no one was amazed when the White House uncovered yesterday they had gigantic proof of voter fraud in major U.S. elections. Liberals have been doing stuff like this for quite a long time. And after that, there's the standard liberal cry of global warming. Yeah, well, that too has been disintegrating as of late because of new leaks and data. With respect to the man who commenced this insane campaign, you nearly feel that regardless of the possibility that Al Gore made a declaration tomorrow that an Earth-wide temperature boost has all been a tremendous fabrication, the media would invest years devastating the notoriety of the ex-vice president and painting him as a radical know-nothing who flew around in air-dirtying planes. Likewise, they would invest as much energy getting each researcher who required the media presentation and government concede cash to declare the soundness of the truth of environmental change and the mental precariousness of Al Gore. Yet, we're on to the trick now. An ever-increasing number of insiders continue approaching Alan B. West. Earlier this week, Christiana Figueres, a Costa Rican-born diplomat who was nominated for Secretary General of the United Nations, served as Vice President of the Bureau of Climate Convention in 2008 to 2009, and the UN's climate chief since 2010, was the Executive Secretary of the UN Framework on Climate Change, UNFC, and who is credited for what globalists view as a successful conclusion to the Paris global warming talks last December. At a news conference in Brussels, Figueres admitted, with cameras rolling and microphones recording, that the notion of man-made global warming is largely a conspiracy set in play by the UNFC, of which she is the executive secretary. The UNFC does not have the end goal of environmental activism in an effort to save the world and mankind from some looming ecological disaster, but rather has, as its mission, the destruction of capitalism. Okay, yes, the basic reason for pretty much every liberal development, the annihilation of free enterprise. They can't deal with a framework that prizes exertion, drive, insight, aspiration, and so on. Concerning Figueres, and her pride and evident conviction that the masses, by and large, give careful consideration to genuine information and genuine measurements as they do to Pop-Tart cooking guidelines, absolutely fessed up. Praise on that. What's more, now it's turning out to be certain that global warming deviation is simply the deliberate decimation of our industrialist monetary framework to begin once again with socialism introduced. In uncommon snapshots of openness, the rich and effective elites can be so uncovering as to disentangle many years of steps made toward Finnish predominance over any number of frameworks. We cherish it when individuals venture up and talk reality, regardless of whether it's ladies like this, or overcome veterans like Mark Geis legitimately following Democrat arrangement. Consequently, as well, with this ludicrous and earth-wide temperature boost Ponzi plot, the ones with large S in the Rainmaker's company have a tendency to wind up distinctly wealthier, while the poor schmucks like us tend to protest, do what needs to be done, keep on voting against this sort of shakedown, and still get poorer. Trump doesn't require Nikki Haley as a diplomat to the UN. Trump simply needs to serve them an ousting notice. Like us on Facebook T. Allen B. West.